Hey, so welcome back. Um, I don't know how to remove these. Thanks for coming. Give me a second, I'll figure it out. But first, I will introduce myself also. My name is Alberto. So, welcome if this is your first time in a stream that I host. If you're one of the regulars, well, thank you for joining again. And, well, this is the third, sorry, the third session of one series about building open source with artificial intelligence. I really don't know where this is. I tried banners, high current. Okay, that may be from another coach. I want to investigate who it was. um, Okay, I don't know who was the responsible of that, but don't worry, I figured out how to remove it. It was kind of hidden, um, but yeah. Sorry, I got distracted. Yes, okay. First of all, let me know if anything on the comment section about if I having microphone problems. I don't know, Wi-Fi connection issues, whatever. If you have a question, I can resolve it. So I really appreciate when you're participative on the comment section, right? Else, it just feels like I'm talking alone. This just in my room, right? Um, resuming, yeah, we did a session one where we discover like what's the difference between open source or I mean like artificial intelligence projects that are open source that it's created with artificial intelligence, and we make some examples of it. We talk about both of them, but we explained that we were covering more the second, like accelerating artificial intelligence. Accelerating open source with artificial intelligence, right? In the previous session, the session two, we made an example about finding a repo to contribute, and then we did a really simple contribution created by generative AI, right? Talking about we having upcoming generative AI. I have the dates over here, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, I have it here. It will be June 13 to 19. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably be running some streams about that. And in this session, I already spoiled you from previous session that we are going to be checking another tool that it's AI powered by, and it's also a creation and it's an open source project from one of you, one of the mainly hacking community members, right? One of you hackers. I met Alumni on Revolution UC, a hackathon from Cincinnati, and I really fall in love with his project because the idea of this project is to help you make contributions with the help of AI, right? So it just fit perfectly with what we're trying to do here. Actually, I just thought it to be a um, two session track, but then I remembered this project and I asked him permission to showcase this amazing project, and also we'll probably be doing contributions to this repo because I remember um, taking all of it deeply and I saw some things we can improve. So let's start with the coding here because we're going to cover a lot of things. Let me first start sharing my screen so I can introduce you to the URL. Here it is. And here we are. Here's the repo link. So it's GitHub slash Adonai Beta slash Forky. And that's the incredible name of this project, Forky. So we can start taking a look at this. So we see we have some documentations, source, Docker ignore, amp example, git ignore, the YAML pre-commit configuration, Docker file, the license to README, and a requirements txt. So Here we are for sure. We have a lot of Python, JavaScript, and Jinja. I'm not sure what this is, so why not we look for it um, based on Jinja. Let's Google that because really I don't know what Jinja is. Jinja, it's okay, I get it. Um, Translation HTML engine for Python, something like that. Um, Jinja is a fast, expensive, extensible template engine, special placeholders in the template allowing writing code similar to Python syntax. Okay, I get it. So that's why we have a lot of Python also. Um but yeah, Forky, your AI code comparison companion, sorry, powered by Google credits through the Vertex AI Sprint program and developed in the Revolution UC hackathon. Yeah, this is what I talked to you about. So we have a very instructive video of what we can expect here. Um, let's wait for it to start again. So you search for a project, you get some insights on that general project, structures, the summary. You have the issue section where you can see many things that or problems that's happening in the repo, and then you have your assistant in chat, so you can start discussing how you can implement that solution so you can how you can contribute to that project, right? And I think that's amazing. So, Forky helps open source contributors navigate repos, understand code, and improve pull requests in real time using AI magic powered by Gemini 2.0. Ask questions, get instant PR insights, and receive smart suggestions, all while using the RAG and AI agents to make contribution faster, easier, and way more fun. I completely agree with that. So we can fork this. Actually, I want you to come and give it a start. Also, I'm going to fork this. I'm not going to add any description, and I'm just going to copy main branch. It's taking its time, but hey, we can return here, right? So the prerequisites is having Python or 3.8 or higher, the pip manager, a virtual environment, Google Cloud credentials for the Gemini features, and then we can git clone it, fork it, git clone it, do the Python environment installation, that install dependencies, environment configuration, the amps, and in the .amp, what do we need? Yeah, just the Gemini API key. So local development, production development, core, core features, the repo analysis, blah, 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 project structures. We have the source with server and static. The static has, I'm guessing, the CSS, JS, the diagrams, config.py, the docs, the text, and the Docker. I think we're missing tests here. Yeah, we're missing tests. So that's point. So we have backend fast API, Gemini.0, PyBees, gene testing, front-end Tailwind CSS, Jinja 2, JavaScript. For the DevOps, we have Docker, UbiCorn, and PostHub. So instruction how to do Docker deployment, configurations, and the contributions. This is one of the things I want to contribute here because please see our contributing guidelines. We don't have. So that's the contribution. One very simple. Let's start with that license. This project is licensed under Hermit license. See the license file for details. We do have a license file. So we got that. Knowledge, Google Cloud for programming credit, the Revolution C Hackathon for the platform, and all the contribution all supporters, right? So we can go and make the setup here, but fortunately, Adonai provide us with a tryout link. So in this trial link, we have the deployment. Uh, One contribution could be, and for you, if you have the fortune to allow yourself to contribute with a domain, because this is under a regular and generic domain. Uh, so for Key AI, it has 26 stars on GitHub. Your AI code companion. Navigate repos, understand code, and improve your pull requests with real-time AI magic powered by Gemini Zero. So let's start with repo analysis. So we have some projects here: Supervision, 51, Keras, Mall Models, Vision Agent. These are great repos, but they are really complex, I have to admit. For example, let's think about the supervision, right? So it autofill the input here, so we just hit contributing, and it's going to take a little bit of time for processing. Let's wait for that. Also, I want you to be aware that please don't overload this this tryout link, because I'm guessing this is for Adonai credits, so it will be a limit for that. And I don't think that this is linked or to a credit card yet, so probably we won't be making him like pay a lot, but we probably are going to make him run out of credits at some point if a lot of try to contribute. Sorry, if a lot try to test it. The best recommendation would be just to fork it, clone it, and just open with your own credentials, and then you can make whatever tests you want, right? Remember, this is open source. So project description. So RoboFlow Supervision, it's an open source Python library providing reusable computer vision tools. It's modern, agnostic, allowing integration with various classification, detection, and segmentation models like Ultralytics YOLO, transformers, and detection. It offers utilities for dataset loading. Okay, well, the summary of the repository, right? What you can build, contributing, the number of people entering, blah blah blah. Why to contribute? There are some reasons here, and I really love this feature of why we can contribute here. Deepen your understanding of object detection and tracking algorithms by implementing new optimizing existing ones. Enhance your knowledge of computer vision. Improve your skills in the implementation and example creation by adding new tutorials, cookbooks, or blah blah blah. Right? There's a guide on how to implement this and some insights of the project. It has a lot of stars, a lot of forks, 30 contributors. So open issues, it has 116. So let's go to the issues. And we have three parts. Well, four, sorry. The beginner-friendly ones, the intermediate ones, the advanced, and a crazy idea. So it comes with a crazy idea of what we can do. And it's great that it tries to understand the context of the of the project, what it tries to do, and it gives you some insights of a crazy idea with it codes. So it's like trying to find inspiration of what you can try to improve of this project, try to do better of differently. So implement a data-driven detection model within supervision, leveraging object detection results to identify inconsistencies in data distributions between different video segments or datasets, alerting users to potential model performance degradation. So very accurate feed of what the project is. right? Uh, and another thing I also love is that in the issues, you can see the issue directly on GitHub. You can talk with the chat about this specific feature and well issue and what you can do to resolve it, and the status. And this status is very important because, for example, these are available, but this is already assigned. So you're probably working on this won't be value your time, right? So if we remember the previous one that we opened, this was opened 2 weeks ago, but it has no replies yet. Only one participant, right? There's an opportunity for us for trying to solve this. So let's open that in the discuss chat. Hey, I'm Forky and your AI assistants ready to help you understand and work with the code. Feel free to ask me anything about your repository, implementation details, or best practices. And this opens up um, the the predefined or the pre how to say it the input that we want to get of the LLM, right? The help me implement a solution for this issue, a link for this the issue. Uh, the issue is located. Please provide a detailed implementation plan with code examples. Oh, and also we can fix this. uh, Potent challenges and best practices flow. So it's thinking. This is online, so we can see the output here. Okay, I can help you with a plan to address the issue. It looks like the goal is to improve the getting started documentation, specifically how to detect and annotated guide. Here's a detailed plan. First, and this is great. I really like the instructions this it's generating, but because it's true, the first thing we need to do is understand the issue. Fifthly, let's make sure we understand the user's suggestion. The core idea is to enhance the existing documentation to make it easier for new users to grasp on the fundamentals of detection and annotation using supervision. Then we're making a plan to do that once we understand what is needed to be done. Review existing documentation. Start by carefully examining the current how to detect, annotate MD file, understand its structure, context, and examples, identify areas that might be unclear, too complex, or missing crucial information for beginners, and then enhance explanations. Detection basics, add more context around the detections, and in the context of computer vision, explain the structure of SB detections. Annotation fundamentals. Clearly define what annotation means and it's important in visualizing and analysis detection. Well, a lot of things to have in mind too. YOLO interaction, basic sample, clear annotation usage, handling mask, add visuals, address filtering, incorporate a section on filtering detection based on confidence. A lot of things, right? So it's great to have the plan like that. And then we have the code example of how we can solve this. Here's a basic code snippet illustrating the potential improvements. So it has the basic sample. For understanding these a little bit more, we need to go back to the supervision and let's open specifically that documentations, right? Maybe not in docs, sorry, maybe it's an example. And the one we are trying to achieve, it's getting start docs suggestion how to, okay, yeah, it's in docs, how to, and it was the detect and annotate. Okay, so this is how it looks. Code, detect and annotate, run detection, blah blah blah. The suggestion, it's basic. The code snippet suggestion is basic sample loading and annotation detection. So loading intro, transformers, and image. It should be a basic example, right? Um, import, blah blah blah. Okay, maybe this is something we can add to this part of the code. But if I see the preview, run detection, yeah, maybe before the run detection, there will be a basic example. Annotate the image. Yeah, the basic example it's as that. So the potential intelligence, it's keeping it simple, model output variations, staying up to date, and finally some best practices for you. So as a beginner, assume the reader has limited prior knowledge. Use clear and concise language. Test the code example. In this case, with some markdown file. So I don't know if this it's accurate, but get feedback, and then contribution process. It's for your repository, create a branch, make the changes, commit your changes, pull request, and address some feedback. And that will be it. I think that is great, isn't it? So that was a basic example of how to do this. Oh, this is for Jinja, right? We can close this. No, no, we don't need that anymore. So let's keep exploring on this tool, but now for the original repo, right? Oh, what happened here? Okay, I think my internet blipped for a little. Hey, hello. Do you submit? Hello 404. Do you submit this to be shown? Um, I'm not getting your question. What do you mean with if I submit it? You mean like if I share the repo? Yeah, I share it. Or what do you mean with that? I don't get it. Also, now you're here. Go ahead. I mean, like, since we started, we these had 26 stars, and I see at least there are 10 of us now. So this should be 36 right now. Why it is not 36 stars right now? Um, Go ahead and give it a star because this is great. Hmm. Now we are going to use the same tool to make suggestions for this. So let's contribute, right? And you will see, yeah, the summary. It's Forky is an AI code companion designed to assist open source contributors, powered by Gemini 2.0. It helps users navigate repositories, understand code, and improve pull requests with real-time AI-driven insights. Forky offers features, but well, we covered this already. What you can build, quickly understand the structure and dependencies of new code repository, get AI-powered suggestion for improved code quality, blah blah blah. Why to contribute? Gain experience with Faced API and other modern web frameworks. Learn about integrating AI models like Gemini 2.0 into software applications. Develop skills using data visualization libraries like Pybis. So the installations, this it's great, but it's already covered on the README. So that we already saw, and the structure of the project: source, chat, base, config. This is like interesting, but I'm not sure, to be completely honest, if I found this useful. I have to admit that. Um, Probably well, the thing is that I want to see here in the issues the crazy idea suggestions. Plus, yeah. There's no issues because the repo is out of issues at the moment. But hey, we are going to generate ourselves some issues. Crazy ideas. Okay, I have carefully reviewed the provided code and description for the Forky project. Here's a creative and innovative idea for Forky, designed to enhance its capabilities and user experience. It is a feature idea. Implement a code explanation navigator that allows users to highlight specific code snippets with the repository's files and then receive a contextual relevant explanation of what the code segments functions is, purpose and dependencies directly with an interactive overlay for citing deeper code understanding. This navigator could also suggest potential refactorings or optimizations for selected code based on the project's coding style and best practices. Wow, I'm really impressed with the idea that Gemini come up with. Uh, I think this is very interesting. But let's start a little bit simpler. In the beginner friendly, we are going to add an issue. Let's see, there's no issues yet. Let's start a new issue. Okay, first we see that there's no template. So, first issue will be add issues template. And since we are doing AI related stuff, why not asking Copilot? Let's interact with Copilot. I realize that this OS project does not have a template for things like pull request, issues, and regular interactions. Help me create the first issue to ask for those changes. To create the first issue requesting the addition of templates for pull requests, issues, and other interactions, here's a draft for you to use. Request add contribution templates. So we are going to add this as a typo. Description: this project currently lacks templates for contributions as issue templates, pull request templates. Let's copy all of that. Okay, let's copy directly all of those. Description: this project currently lacks templates for contributions, such as issues template, pull request templates, maybe feature suggestions. Well, let's leave it at this. Adding these templates can improve the clarity of communication, make it easier for contributors to follow project guidelines, ensure maintainers have necessary details upfront, suggest templates, issue templates, book report, feature request, general question discussion, pull request templates, include file like description of change. Okay, okay, yeah, I like that. Templates can be added under the directories. Okay, I'm going to delete the implementation, and that'll be it. Preview. Okay, perfect. Let me hide you for the moment palette. And well, that would be it. I'm going to create more. So I'm going to create this. And next one, it will be also create another issue to add contribution guidelines. So same, let's remove this. Request add contribution guidelines. Here's the draft. Let's remove this. This is going to be the description, so sorry, the title, so we can remove that. And the preview, its description. This project will benefit really for having formal contribution guidelines. Contribution guidelines help onboard new contributors by providing a clear path for how engage with the project. Why this is important? Ensures contribution understand the project's rules and expectations. That's great. Um, and the idea I have for this is that okay, we can close this here about the supervision, and let's go to a repo I shared with you at the beginning of this Global Hack Week. That it's the open source project template. We created this, and we check out what it's all the things necessary for open source projects, right? So I'm going to move some of the things that are good practices here, and I'm going to add it to the Adonai project. So if he agrees, we can have our contributions. Hello, everyone, says Pratik 1342. So, hello. So, are you still here for? I don't know. I get curious about your question. But yeah, so remember, if you don't have this repo also, this is a template for you to fork uh, for every project that you begin. You can start with this template and you will have all the basic open source already. So you probably just need to make some modifications, for example, for the license, if you want to change it, or the README. I mean, not RD, for sure for the README. But yeah, for the rest, I think you're good to go. Also, I included here the slides for the session, so you probably won't be needing this. You can hide them. But yeah, so in the why this is important, I think that's a great explanation. What to include here, I'm going to add my GitHub contributing. This doesn't have to be a very long document. It can be as detailed as you want. The most important, blah blah blah. How to report bugs, how to suggest features, full request process. So how to contribute for the repository, set up the development environment. What's included? Well, let's reduce this as just how to contribute the guidelines, goes to like missions, requiring checks. At the moment, we don't need that. Code of conduct, outline expectation of for respectful and inclusive behavior. Yeah, issues reporting. That's great. And also how to suggest feature. Okay. Um, well, that's it. I think that will be enough. So in the preview, let's create this. And what else? What else is missing? Why not the code of conduct, right? So also the code of conduct. So we talked about the templates, we talked about the contributions, we talked about the code of conduct, and I already has a license and a README, so I think that's already covered. But let's keep with this. Why this is important? To foster a welcoming and inclusive environment for all contributors. This project will benefit from the addition of a code of conduct. Suggested implementation: use templates provided by GitHub. Okay, we're not adding this. Uh, use and the one we're using here is the contributor covenant code of conduct. Location. Okay, and that will be that. That's it. This is going to be a request, and let's say we add that. And now in issues, we see we have four great issues, right? Let's close this. Let's add some labels. Let's add this a good first issue. Okay. Sorry. Directly, I'm going to tag this as. Oh, I cannot tag this. Okay, of course, this is not my repo. But hey, now we can come back again and we can refresh the issues, right? Is the refresh the issues button working? Let's inspect that. um, so in network, yeah, I think this is not doing anything. Okay, so we can make a book, a bug fix there. In the overview, let's try to load this again then. And let's watch for the issues. Okay, all of these are beginner friendlies. Request add code of conduct, request add contribution guidelines, request add contribution templates. And let's start first with the contribution guidelines. No, let's start first. I think the most simple one will be the code of conduct. So let's discuss it with the chat, let's send it, and let's wait for a response. In the meantime, I'm going to open myself the repositories that I have. One of them it's this 4-key one, um, 4-key, and I'm going to clone it in my local environment. So this is going to be hyper code city developer. We have a lot of things here, but it's going to be git clone under the me file. And then once done, we're going to delete it. Let's move to the 4-key one, and let's go inside this. So, in the meantime, how are you doing? What do you think of the project? Are you enjoying it? Hmm. Okay, let's make it full, and I'm going to make it bigger so you can see. Is this enough, or you like it a little bit less um, wider? So here, first thing first, it's let's change branch here. Git status. git checkout to a new branch called feature, add contribution. What's the word for this? Contribution guide. No, we talk about code of conduct, right? See, code of conduct. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to add a new folder that's going to be GitHub. This folder is going to contain raw file, no, the contribution, code of conduct, and it's just going to be new file, code of conduct dot markdown, and this is going to be all contribution guidelines. No, I copied the contribution guidelines. I'm sorry. Uh, this is the one I want to copy. So also take a look to the with MLH. We can remove that contributor covenant code of conduct or pledge. We as members, contributors, a lot of things that you need to read carefully. Acceptance of enforcement responsibilities, scope, enforcement, uh, leaders. Okay, this instance of abusive harassing or others unacceptable behavior may be reported to the community leaders responsible for the enforcement at. And what will be the best thing? Let's see if Adonai has contact. Okay, it's he does not have. Okay, it has a mail, so I'm guessing this mail it's public then. So, oh my god, let's say yeah here. Let's fix this. Fix to Adonai beta. So in the preview, contributor or standard examples, enforcement responsibilities. Okay, the mail, I think that's great. All complaints will be reviewed and investigated promptly and fairly. Enforcement guidelines, correction, consequence, warning, temporary ban, permanent ban, attribution. Uh-huh, perfect. So we can close it. The attribution. This code of conduct is set up from the contributor command homepage, version, blah blah blah, answers, and a lot of things, right? So once we have it, we say git status, git add everything, git commit, mm, and let's say fit code of conduct, code of conduct added and that's it. So let's going to make a git push to my origin and to the feature at doc code. Perfect. So let's go back again to the for key and let's see the output of this. Okay, I've analyzed the repository and I'm ready to help you with your query. You're asked me to act as a friendly and helpful AI assistant chatting with a user about code repository. The user's last message was, uh, help me implement a solution for this issue. The issue is there. Here's my response. Here, hey, I can definitely help you with adding code of conduct to the 4 Giga repo. It's a great way to encourage a positive and inclusive community. Here's an implementation plan you can follow. Implementation plan, choose a code of conduct. We choose the contribution or covenant, exactly, to offer different versions. So pick the one that suits the project needs. We already did. Create code of conduct file, add it, link the contributor in the README. Oh, that's a great thing. I'll link to the code of conduct in the README. So we were missing that. That's great. So for key your AI, let's see how we do it in the template. Contribution. Okay, there's a section for that. So here on the one here in for key, we can close this. Hey, see, feature at doc has a recent push 1 minute ago. Um, Installation, run the application, cover features, technology, Docker, configuration, contribution. Okay, we probably see this, so we can have something like that in ours. So we have the contribution, the license, and now we have the code of conduct, right? We delete this port, and just say code of conduct details are available in the file. Details about code of conduct can be found in. Perfect. And just to finalize, let's see the preview of this. Okay. Do we have that in the preview? Yeah, I think we do. Oh, this is ugly. I don't like it. Uh, well, things we can improve. The feature of code of conduct says uh, reference in README. Git push. And let's see what else we probably are missing. So already linked here. Please read. Okay. Potential challenges. Choosing the right code of conduct. We already did that. Enforcement. Uh, if it's enforced, okay, yeah. Best practice, make it visible. Be prepared to enforce it, and role review. Okay, so we cover all the things our AI assistant told us. So I think we are ready to compare and make a pull request, right? And we are going to be doing that to the RNI Bera Forky base repository in the main branch. So we are doing this from our Forky fork and from our feature at code of conduct branch. So uh, again, I'm going to say help me fill this description for the PR. Perfect. Since we don't have a pull request check right now, that will be enough. So we are going to have a summary. This pull request adds a code of conduct to the repository to foster a welcoming, inclusive, and respectful community for contributors. Changes added code of conduct. The code of conduct is based on the contributor's tolerance payment widely used in open source project. Also, I made reference to the code of conduct on README and the file. The purpose, the code of conduct ensures, and the checklist ensure the code of conduct aligns with the project's values and goals. Verify the code. Okay, the checklist, it's not giving us a lot of information here. That will be it. The preview. So I'm going to make this pull request. And as that, we have our first pull request into open source project, right? So let's see here the pull requests. We have pull request code of conduct. And now I'm only missing another thing. I'm going to make references to the issue here. The issue number, it's the third, actually. So I'm going to say, I'm not sure. Give me a second. I'll ask a little bit about this because I want to make sure. Now, let's make reference to the issue number 3 for make it close when this peer is accepted. If to make the pull request automatically closed issue 3 when it's merged, you can include a reference like description using GitHub keys like closes or fixes. This it's fixes number 3. Yeah, and I'm going to say I cannot change this anymore, right? Oh yeah, I can. Purpose. Related issue fixes number 3. And there is no need to add another one. Yeah, perfect. So there's not checks, but hey, we can have that conversation later. Let's make then another two changes here for the issues that we talked about. The next one will be the ad contribution guidelines, and for that, we are going to do something we unlike. We're going to git check out to the main, then we are going to git check out again, but this is going to be add contribution guides guidelines, and here I'm going to open the same GitHub folder, and I'm going to add one that is contributing. And here on Adonai's, it was supposed to be for the file called contributing markdown, but now it's going to be the. Oh my god. Give me a second. I need to remember hero code, how this looks like. Yeah, with GitHub contributing. Does that option then leads? Now I'm not sure. Uh, I will have to discover that. Here, forky. Oh no. Oh no, I want to see my own fork. Yeah, this is my own fork. I have a branch called feature. And in this, yeah, we have code of conduct. Details about our code of conduct can be found in the code of conduct file. Yes, and this opens the code of conduct file. I was just worried about I put the incorrect link here. Also, I see we have the code of conduct smart by the by the tab generator here, but let me just make sure also in the README how this is right in the code. GitHub, okay, perfect. So it's the same. Uh, Now contributing, I can close the code of conduct and the well for this I'm going to use Copilot too, but not in the cloud. I'm going to use Copilot in local. So as Copilot, I'm going to give the context of the whole project, tools, the code base, help me generate the contribution guidelines. Consider that it will be generated some templates for making feature requests, book reports, and pull requests. And for the no here for the pull, okay, yeah, just those three. Do you have any question? No questions. I can help you generate contribution guidelines along with templates for feature requests, book reports, and pull requests. Contributing to Forky. Okay, it's generating a lot of code. In the meantime, I want to make sure about something. Here on the README, it's detailed. These the represents installation, running, code features, project structure, technology stack, deployment, configuration. Okay, there's no contributor uh, process guidelines here, so I'm really sure about this now. So it's generating a lot. Okay, it failed. Let's give it another try. Okay, perfect. Now it's generating the rest. Okay. Another thing, I think. Well, I can leave it for what we when we generate the templates, but I'm thinking about the things. One, generating the bug fix report for the button of refreshing the issues, and the second one it's opening discussions here. But hey, still we can talk about a little bit more that in the future. So this is how a open source project starts rolling up. Uh, let's integrate this into the file and let's start debugging it. Yeah. So, contributing to Forky. Thanks for considering contributing to Forky. Welcome to the contributions of all kind, including book report, feature request, and pull request. Please follow the guidelines follow the guidelines below to ensure a smooth contribution process. Code of conduct. By participating in this project, you agree with the abide of your code of conduct. Uh, that's here. It will be here. Please please read it to understand the expectation for all contributors. Book reports. If you encounter a book, please help us submitting a book report. Use the book report template to provide all necessary details. I just want to make sure. Okay, yeah, book report, uppercase. Step to submit a book report. Go to the issues tab. I'm not going to add a link to that. Uh, or maybe, yeah, maybe I. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I will. Okay, issues tab. Click on new issue and select book report. Fill out the template with as much as detail, including steps to reproduce the issue, expected behavior, and screenshots if applicable. Fill out the template with as much detail as possible. I don't think it's worth to mention this because this is going to be already in the template. So I'm guessing we can delete this and leave it just out the template with as much detail as possible. That will be it. Hey, your views? What will be a best personal project for a fresh? Your views? What will be a best personal project for a fresher? And we have a reply to this. sentient robot that built pizzas. That will be an interesting project, but I'm not sure that will be that for a fresher. And the answer depends a lot on the technology that you are currently learning or that you want to apply your knowledge on. Um, for example, let's say you want to showcase your abilities in web programming. Well, build your first web page. I mean, like, um, when I was preparing my thesis project for graduating from the university, I came up with this big idea, and late enough, someone told me like, "Hey, why didn't you build just a robot?" And I reply like, "That will be simple, right?" And then he told me like, "How many robots have you built?" And I was like speechless because he was completely right. You have to do the first things as basic, even if it's like if you think it's too simple, only when you create your first robot, only when you create your first web page, you can say, I don't want to do another web page because I know how to do it. And it's really simple. I already mastered that knowledge, so I can come with next thing. So the best project for you as a new entry level, I don't know, that will be just to put in practice what you learn, what you currently want to test out your abilities. And yeah, that will be it. It depends a lot of the technology. Again, if it's web developing, create your first web page, add a login, deploy it, showcase a catalog of things in uh, within connection of database. I don't know. I think that's the most basic thing to do. Then you can start doing complicated stuff. I don't know if you want to focus to front end. You can start with creating pages with many different frameworks. For example, React, Vue, Angular, Next.js, which is the framework for the library React, uh, and that's it. Well, great question. Thanks for your comment here. Let's continue. Then I'm going to delete this feature request. Have an idea for a new feature? We'll love to hear it. Use the feature request template. Feature request. Yep, to share your idea. Steps to submit a feature request. Go to issues. Same link as here. Click on the new issues and select feature request. Provide a clear and concise description of the feature, its benefits, and any relevant examples. Pull request. We welcome pull requests for bug fixes, new features, and documentation improvements. Please follow these steps to contribute to the code. Steps to submit a pull request, fork the repository, and clone it in your local machine. Create a new branch for your changes. I suggest following, make your changes and commit them with a descriptive message. I'm going to say, for the styling guides, can we suggest the use of conventional commits? Yes, suggesting that. Okay, so that will be it here. Ensure your code follows blah blah blah. Write clean code messages. Include tests for any new functionality. I'm not sure about the tests. Um, ugh, yeah, I'm not sure. Reference the issue your pull request addresses. Yeah, that's it. But I'm also adding here if applicable because I'm not sure about the tests. For more information, ensure your codes with code project standards, write clear and consistent commit messages following the conventional commit specification. This helps maintain a clean and structured commit history. Here are some examples. Fit, add a new feature, fix that's core of the dependencies, refactor, okay, fit fix, stuff, okay. I'm going to delete these last two. And for more detailed conventional comments, visit this one. Okay, perfect. I think that that's just great. Naming conventions on the uh, I'm going to say this. Fit, add new contribution guidelines. Push your branch to your fork. Open a pull request from your branch to the development branch of the repository, right? Uh, Pull request guidelines, templates. We have report templates for make your contribution easier. Okay, feel free to use these templates to streamline the contribution process. I think we already covered this, so I'm going to delete it. So, questions. If you have any questions or need help, feel free to open a discussion in the discussions tab. Okay, this is where it starts getting tricky because this is not open yet, but I'm going to pretend that it is. Tap or contact the maintainers directly. Thank you for contributing to Forky and Fork. Okay, maybe I need to open my symbols emojis. Fork. Really? There is no one single fork? Fork. Oh, it's a shame. There's not only one fork. There's a spoon. I don't know why there is no a fork. Uh, another great emoji. Chains. No. Oh, what a shame. I would like to see a fork. Okay, well, let's add a pink heart because we love your contributions, right? That will be it. And that's it, I think. Let's check the preview on the contribution. Code of conduct, book, template report, issues tab, feature request template, issues tab, pull request. Yep. Oh, and I'm just missing here on the pull requests. Mention there's a template for that also. Okay, well, then I think there's no need to mention. Okay, great. Great, great, great. So, git status, git add, and git commit minus message. And my message was already clear here. Fit add new contribution guidelines. Here on fork E, I am going to see just one thing really quick. Fit, yeah. Fit contribution, add new contribution guidelines. Git push origin feature, add contribution guidelines. I push it. Let's compare a pull request. Adonai main, blah blah blah. Yes. Fit contribution, add new contribution guidelines. Perfect. So let's ask Copilot again. Pull request, description. That sound astonishing. For would you like to guide me on the workflow? Will be hard to implement it alone. Don't worry, I'm really sure he was just being funny about it. But hey, again, let's try to do from basic to master some knowledge. Um, but if you want, tell me what you're trying to do your project on. I mean, what technologies, what line of programming? Tell me. So yeah, we can copy this. We can cut this. Here's the suggestion, the summary. Summary this pull request add contribution guidelines to repository to blah blah blah. Changes added contributing file to the root. No, to the that GitHub folder of the repository. The file includes sections for how to contribute, code style and conventions, reporting issues as units and fictions, leads to code of conduct, and also here reference. Oh well, no, I didn't reference to that. To did I? Uh, Good question. Now readme. Oh yeah, uh, reference set the contribution guide file to the readme in the readme. Purpose provides clarity, sets closest issue number 2, contribution guidelines, checklist, and that will be it. Preview. Perfect. So let's create this pull request. And now we have 2 pull requests. Okay, perfect. I was just watching if everything was right, but I think it is. So finally, we are missing one more, right? So let's go back again to git check out main, and then we can git check out to a feature. This time the feature will be add contribution templates, and in these contribution templates I'm going to add a folder called .github, another folder inside that called, I have it here, issue template, and inside that one file called book report markdown, issue template, yeah, another one called feature request markdown, and finally one called pull request template markdown. Markdown. Oh no, I had a folder. Oh, my bad. This goes here, replace. It's okay. Okay, that was my bad for messing up with name. Pull request template dot markdown. Yes. Okay. Yes. Now let's ask Copilot. Now help me create those templates. Huh. I'm sorry, this is my first global hack week. In fact, I just started learning HTML 2 days ago, so I can help with that. So for you, 404, um, one project you can do is start creating a web page, not with interaction because that will be requiring JavaScript, but you can totally with just HTML try to copy one page like the one from the Merely Hacking, and then you can start with CSS, and then you can go ahead and put some JavaScript in there to make things like routing or interactions with the user, right? And thank you for welcoming 404 so nicely. So great community here. Uh, let's see. Okay, we have this. This is the book report, so let's add that to the book report. Feature request. This is feature request. Pull request. This is going to be the one for pull request. And let's start checking them. And let's compare it with the ones we have here on our template. This is just name and about. This book report has name, about, title, labels, and assignments. Perfect. So describe the book. That's a great thing to start with. Step to reproduce. I really like that. Uh huh. Steps to reproduce. Fill in with the steps to reproduce the behavior. G. Go to, click on, scroll down to see our expected behavior. Give us a clear and concise description of what you and this, let's remark, expected to happen. Screenshots, if applicable, add screenshots to help explain your problem. Environment, OS browser version. Additional context. Okay, I like it better than the one I have here, so uh, I think this will be due. Let's see the preview of this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. So Let's continue with the next feature request. This will be feature request, suggest a new feature or improvement for key feature labels, enhancement, labels book. Okay, site needs that one yet. Uh, consider assigning directly someone maintain. Okay, the feature description, a clear. Okay, let's compare it to the feature description we have here. The code, um, clear and concise description. Please give us a clear and concise description of the feature or improvement you want to see, why this is needed, explain why this feature will be useful for the project and its users, possible implementation. If you have an idea on how to implement this feature, describe it here. Code snippets are welcome. Um, Make use of markdown syntax for code blocks. Uh-huh. Mockups and examples. If applicable, add mockups, diagrams, or examples to help explain your idea. We love visuals. Additional context and also examples, right? Existing examples. If this feature is already implemented in other projects or libraries, please provide a link to reference to this example. Or a similar feature that can help us understand the idea. Please provide links or reference to those examples. Uh, and finally, add another context or screenshot about the feature. Add any other context about the feature here. Great. I like this. Finally, the pull request. I think this is one of the hardest ones. Um, Sorry to interrupt, Alberto. Can you drop any of your social links so I can connect with you? Your GitHub description ain't taking me to the LinkedIn account you mentioned over there. Oh my god. Why not? Uh, Let me correct that and I will share the. Okay, this links works? Yeah, this links works. Does this one works? This one works. Huh. Blah 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 blah. This is my email. This works? Yeah, this works. Actually, let me close this. Let's see. LinkedIn. Wow, yes. Ah, quick fix to that. Let's make this. Sorry, let me make a correction there. Um, I'm guessing I'm missing the www. So I think that should work now. Yeah, this works now. Okay, this is my profile. Um, so thanks for the heads up. I didn't know that didn't work. So I'll show the correction, commit changes, update readme, quick fix. Oh, let's just say fix to readme. Link in URL was wrong. Okay, now if I go back to my profile again and I hit this, it works. Okay, thank you. uh, we were talking about the pull request template, yes. So now you have my LinkedIn, your GitHub description and checking. Okay, can you please group Discord page? Please, I okay. Can you please group Discord page? Please, I want to join you. Okay. Yeah, sure. We have the Discord from the melee hacking. Let me find the quick, the link really quick. I think it was discord.mlh or mlh.discord, something like that. Yeah, it's discord.mlh.io. Here it is. Oh, you already went to me, the 404. You're amazing. Thank you. Here it is, discord.mlh.io. Thanks, mate, for looking into it. Yeah, no worries. Okay. Okay, we almost run out of time, so let's finish with this template. And let's keep it detailed. Okay, name pull request. So pull request template. We are missing the entries here, so we are going to make them two. So pull request template. We are going to add this pull request. Add emoji for pull request. I don't know what you did completely to it, so I'm going to close it and I'm just going to paste the emoji you already gave me. But I don't like that. Yeah, sorry, I'm picky on that. So, uh, one beautiful, that will be the engine. Yeah, this one. So we close this. Pull request, title, uh, PR about I'm going to say complete this for a PR. Submit a pull request to contribute changes to Forky, title PR, labels, pull request. Not need to label this. I think describe changes to the code base. Okay, assignments. Consider assigning a maintainer or reviewer. Perfect. Maybe this neither two. Dial. Okay, request starts well with that. Pull request template. What? No, this is not the heading. Okay, well, no worries. Pull request template. Description. Provide a brief description of the changes you introduce in this pull request. Type of change, checklist, screenshot, additional comments. I will say uh, same as the ones we did here. Actually, I love them. The related issues. If applicable, please link to any related issues of pull request or closes. Okay. Uh, Pull request template description. Provide a type of change. Please detect delete options that are not relevant and mark the relevant ones with an X. Hmm. Yeah. Let me just quickly check the. Oh my god. Markdownguide.org. And yeah, get started. Basic cheat sheet. Task list. The task list. Why this not? Okay, I think I'm missing a space here. But why not? It's not being marked. Hmm. That annoys me. Yeah, this should look like this. Why this not looking like this? Okay, well, checklist. I don't know. I don't feel like that actually helps with something. So I'm guessing that screenshots, add screenshots to help explain your changes. This is required if changes were made on UI. Uh, Screenshot, it's a good practice. It's encouraged. How to say it is add a screenshot to explain your changes. If changes were made on UI, add a screenshot of the before and after. That's it. Additional comments and additional comments on context about the pull request here, related issues, if applicable. Okay, so type of change, I agree. It's necessary to add this type of change. The checklist, I'm not that sure, but okay, my code follows project coding style. I have performed a self review of my code. I have comment my code, particularly in hard to understand areas. I have added tests. Do you exist? Okay, I don't like this checklist. To be honest, I don't think that helps that much. So I'm removing them. But in the other side, I'm going to add four changes. Change, yes. Explain, list all changes made in this pull request, be specific and consist. And emoji for changes. Also, to purpose add purpose section. Oh, accept. Explain the primary purpose or the goal of this request. What problem does it solve, or what value does it add? Yes, and that will be it. I think I have another. Oh yeah. Git status. Git add here all. Git commit feature templates. Templates added to make ESC to let's say just templates added. Git commit, git push. I'm sorry, push this to the origin feature. Add contribution templates. Git checkout to the main, and we can close all of this. So we can also make another pull request, and I'm just finally help me create this last PR description using this template. Oh no. Git checkout feature and here and pull request. Send now. Great. So templates added. Contribution templates to make summarize and get interaction with the project and includes templates for issue and pull request. Make it easier, blah blah blah. Type of change. So I remove the rest. New feature. Changes. Add an issue template directory under GitHub containing pull request. Blah, blah, blah. Add a yeah, this is under issues template. This closes number 1, and the preview looks amazing. So let's create that pull request too. Wow. So a lot of work done here. Finally, let's contribute this again. It's loading in my own repo. No, this is not my own. Well, let's go to the repo. Let's close this. Let's quickly, just for closing this, go to my own. And here, if I move to the contribution templates, probably I'll ask for oh no, well, this needs to be accepted in order to be added, because here in the new issue, yeah, we don't have new issues here, but yeah, no, probably if I could add more issues here, I'll see the template. The missing point is that I'm going to add this feature description. Now it's going to add a new issue. Now I'm going to say add a new issue using this. to ask for opening the discussions on the repo. Great. Discussions. Open discussions. Please enable the discussions feature in the repository. The discussion features allowed features and contributors to maintainers to engage conversations, ask questions, blah, blah, what is needed, possible implementations, go to the repository settings, enable development, yeah. Uh-huh. Mockups and examples. Here's an example on how discussions look in other repositories. Why is that? GitHub Docs discussions. No, maybe here, like this. Yeah. And I can delete this. My own OS template project. Okay. Existing examples, many popular like. Okay, yes, it just let me make sure these are right. Yeah, no, no, no. If I open this, does this exist? Okay, yeah, this does exist. Okay. Uh, Same as above. Additional context, enable discussion can lead to better. Okay. Yeah, I think that will be it. And I am going to close this now. Since open discussions, we did a lot of open source contribution to this repo in a matter of 2 hours. So that was a lot. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining me for this session. If you have any questions of the session, please feel free to reach out. I already shared my socials. And also, please give a start to this amazing repo and start making contributions yourself. You will see the potential that this open source project has. Also, I think it's a great opportunity for you if you want to start in open source, because this project it's just taking how to say it, direction. It's just beginning. It's a great opportunity for you all to start making contributions. I think I just did some uh, first good labeled pull requests, but I'm really sure there is a lot of work more to do in this project. Why not then start contributing? And finally, to end the session, I'm just going to share the MLH dot link slash global hack week feedback. So please help us share your thoughts on the session. I will be appreciating that so much. Well, we all. And thank you. Thank you for joining. That will be it. Enjoy your night, enjoy your day. I don't know what time is it for you. For me, I am be sleeping in like half hour. So good night or good day. I don't know. But see you. See you, because tomorrow I'll have another 2 sessions on contributing to more open source projects. Thanks, Alberto. Bye. Good night. Hey, bye.